go. What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everybody? Just gonna wait on Lefkoe. What's going on, everybody? Alright, just saw Lefkoe join. There we go.
All right, do you know how to put the title up? Leore, are you capable of doing that on Instagram?
Oh my god, as tech savvy as I am, not that tech savvy.
Here. All right. Bro, I think we picked the perfect night to do this. Because this is the worst Thursday night football game of all time.
I have it in the backdrop. I'll let you know if Curtis Samuel catches a long pass.
Thank you. Here, pin that. Pin that on the screen, the one that I just did. Use your fingers. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Boom.
Bang.
How is upstairs?
All right. It's great. Alt Ryan asked, is that a Knicks sweatshirt? Let me show it. I picked this up tonight from a Bleacher Report pop-up. It is a collab with Wu-Tang. And it says Woo York Knicks with the Wu-Tang logo. So I support Wu-Tang, but I am a Sixers fan. Leore, I saw something tonight. I saw something tonight that got me really excited. And that was the Cade Cunningham Black Prism that is on the Alt Liquid auction. Do you have your laptop there that you could show us the card on it?
I don't have my laptop. No, but everyone can go to Alt and check it out. I mean, we all know what it looks like. You can visualize it.
I know. I want to upload the video right now.
All right, let me get my laptop.
Yeah, get your computer. Come on, bro.
All right.
We're live on Instagram, baby.
All right. We're gonna go pull it up. Hopefully, I don't show any of my passwords.
I think your password. Is Kobe is the best 8. I think that's your password.
I gotta start changing things.
All right, holy moly! So this is on the Alt Liquid auction. The Black Cade Cunningham. Be honest with me. Love Cade Cunningham.
Lefkoe, your internet. You're back. Your internet went out for a little bit.
I'm back. I'm off Wi-Fi. We're riding blind. Cade Cunningham Black Prism. In the scope of Cade Cunningham's cards, where do you put that? Honestly.
There's two goats, right? There's the logo man, the rookie auto logo man, and then there's this. And I would say different collectors will each place this as the number one. The people who love the premier products, the exquisite flawless, the RPA is number one. For the mass collectors, for people who started off small collecting silver prisms, base prisms, this is the GOAT for anybody. So like it's the same Topps Chrome versus exquisite. Like for me, I've been the non-auto guy.
Right.
So I love the black prisms.
You like non-auto. What if it's on card?
It has a place for me. I just grew up in the non-auto era, so that's why I like the shiny stuff. That's been my thing.
I get it. It's pure. It's right from the pack. It's pure.
Yes. There's only one black prism. There's many patch autos. There's many logo man. They're making so many these days. There's only one, and everyone collects prism. Everyone collects prism. You know.
I feel the same way about my Jalen Hurts green Kaboo. Pack pulled. You know, green, one of one. Honestly, the only reason I bring it up is other than I'm so proud that I got it, is Cade Cunningham is like the same thing. It's like if you think Cade Cunningham is going to take the Pistons and they're going to make a run with Sadiq Bey and Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren down low, if you think that the Pistons, it's a black prism. They do not come up a lot.
Tell me a little bit more about Cade. You always know more about this sports,
About what?
I know Detroit's not good.
Right.
So what happens if he's good? How good can Detroit be?
This year, to me, they're fighting for, if they get a play-in spot, it's a good season. They're very young. They added Bogdanovich. I think they're not playing well this preseason, to be all honest with you. But if he can do in 2 years what Ja Morant did last year, if he could be a facilitator, you kind of want him to be almost a Ben Simmons, but like without all the nonsense. You know what I mean? Like he's a facilitating big man that's phenomenal. And I think he has star power, like true flash. Also, hey, LaMelo just hurt his ankle. LaMelo's going to miss like the next 2-3 weeks. That means that there's going to be a little bit more eyes open for young stars in the NBA. And this was the first pick in the draft of last year. They went on to finish the season like 14-11, which was good for them. And Dwayne Casey starts seasons hot, so I think they could start off quick, but we'll see.
So you think about players differently than I do. You're thinking
How do you
about
think about them?
Yeah, I'm thinking about in the next 5 to 7 years.
Oh, you're thinking real long term.
Yeah, can this guy be a perennial all-star? And will he stay in Detroit long term? And if will they be good? Or is he going to be one of those players that he finishes his rookie contract, he goes to a big city, and that's where he really establishes his career, right? Because at the end of the day, those are all the things that go into a card, right?
Mm-hmm. I do love the position Detroit is in, to be honest, as the franchise. Just like somebody said, any thoughts on the Zion injury? Coming up in the alt liquid auction, bring it up. Bring up the Zion cracked ice. I think if you listen to Zach Lowe, what up, Salehi? Feel like we're in the same room. That's nice. That means we got a good connection.
He said we have the same haircut.
Oh, he said, yo, Leore, I'm a crock that dude.
By the way, I feel like I'm
Zion,
Vanna White. I'm Vanna White tonight.
Amazing. Look at that. So this is what is it? A 9.5? What are the subgrades?
10, 9.5, 9, 9.5. So 110 and 1.9. That's a pretty sick card.
And wow. I don't know. I'm a sucker for cracked ice. I'm a huge sucker for cracked ice. So you said to me earlier, because we were going to do this, we're going to talk a little bit about the liquid auction, talk about what you're doing at all. I'm excited. Just talk about sports. But you looked at the cards and you said, I think this is the most we've had. Like, what are the ones that you're like, damn, I actually want to own this?
Yeah, well, I want to own too many cards. Yeah, this is definitely the biggest liquid auction by far. I mean, getting that Cade Black Prism 101, just seeing in person is huge. The gold Topps Chrome PSA 10, the LeBron Kobe. Everyone knows that's my favorite card. I own the Superfractor. I'm always watching what those cards go for. I think 10 years, this is going to be an iconic staple card. There is just only one card that has this Kobe and LeBron guarding each other. And I think
even beyond that, I think when you see it, I understand that the base has dropped, the refractors have dropped, a lot of them have dropped. But in my opinion, gold is gold is gold is gold. And there's something about it. It's a Kobe card, right?
It's a Kobe card.
And it's gold. And in my opinion, that's a jersey match. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about it is beautiful. And I think that, especially after watching the Redeem Team doc and seeing the way that Kobe kind of showed LeBron, like, here's the next level of how to work, I really think that it meant something to me, because that to me is a portrait. You know, it's like a Muhammad Ali photo of him knocking out Sonny Liston, you know?
I also think there's a big base, not just for that specific card, but for that set. Like 2008, they got a lot of things right. You got that LeBron chalk toss, right? They went all horizontal for all the big players.
I do love
Durant. It's Russell Westbrook's rookie year. It's that set. A lot of people have tried to collect, and it was one of the only years that they made the out of 5 parallel red, right? So they really kind of differentiated that set. It was
red
done
was
really
5,
well.
Right?
Red Super 1, Red 5, Gold 50, and then they had the X Fractor at 288.
What
And
do
then
you
the
think
orange.
what do you think of red 5s in general?
I think not enough people know that they exist. So when they go for sale, people aren't even searching for them. But I think they're the dopest card. I think sometimes when they photograph them, they look a little bit orange, so people can't tell the difference. But in hand, that is the sickest card.
Really?
It's like bright red. The only other color that I like that they didn't do very often is the blue refractor. Bowman Chrome did it in 2008.
Right.
That one, the blue Kobe's and the blue LeBrons, I mean, those just shine differently. Like it just, I love blue too. So blue and red, they don't make those very often.
What's the score of the Thursday night game right now? Can you look over?
They're not showing the score, but it's not looking pretty.
0-0.
It's going to commercial break. It's
This
halftime.
was really.
It's halftime. It's 0-0.
Leore, what bet did I tell you that we should make tonight?
The under. Every under.
In the first half.
In the first half.
And it finished 0-0.
Yes. So for everybody, Lefkoe loves the unders. We bet every single week. Most of the weeks, Lefkoe is taking the under on one of his free bets. And he has done very well.
So Salehi Bembury, acclaimed sneaker designer, asks, you ever get a paper cut off a Bees Ball card? You ever got a paper cut, Leore? Salehi wants to know.
No. Now he's making fun of my non-beard. Salehi, I hope you know I had a massive beard this morning. And now I look 20 years younger.
Leore, talk about your beard. Would it connect if you grew it out?
Would it connect?
Yes. Would your beard go connect around your face?
Beyond connection. I think
really?
I think I would be hidden.
Unbelievable. You know what's not hidden? The amazing cards that you could find on alt. So what I think is cool about getting to talk to you like this is that I could ask questions that I don't even know the answers to. And so mine would be, what's so interesting about the hobby and sports cards is that people are constantly making critiques and they're constantly making comments and ways to improve. And I'm curious, what has gotten to you and what are you excited about that maybe you haven't talked about before?
A lot gets to me. What I love about the hobby is that people aren't afraid to share their opinion or their point of view, even willing to send me some videos of feedback. So I appreciate everybody who does that and sends it to me on every Instagram channel that I have. I do. I read all the comments. I read all the support tickets. When people tell us that we're doing something bad, it's because they care, and that's kind of how I interpret it. So, early in the year, we heard, hey, you got to waive deposits, right? Putting in a deposit is really painful. We were obviously trying to minimize fraud. We wanted to meet everybody where they were at, so we waived deposit. I think the big improvements that we're going to be making over the next, call it by the end of the year, one, massive upgrades to our fixed item marketplace. We're really bullish on that. People want to be able to utilize it, especially as
I like being able to search eBay on it.
Yeah, so the goal is this.
There's
many different platforms. We want to be the single place. You put the card, you list it on alt. We'll list it across every single place that we can, right? We're going to maximize the eyeballs.
Money. It'll add money to it, so what you get out is the number you want.
This is what I've learned. The new talk is the net. What's my net? What's my net? What's my net? So we want to make sure that people know their net.
People say that to you in conversation?
Oh my God, this is like my net. No, this is how they talk. They're like, how much? 10K net, right? 10K net. Oh my God, I feel like in the last year, everyone's always 10K net.
But I interrupted you. You were talking about the marketplace is what you were really excited about. The stable.
Yeah. A lot of changes to the fixed item marketplace. Really excited about that. Again, we want to be the place where you can list across a lot of different marketplaces. Just go one place, list it. We'll tell you exactly how much it's worth, what we recommend. You can choose obviously yourself, and then we'll list it everywhere for you. And then the second thing is more payment options, right? We want to make it. We want to remove all the friction from being able to buy or bid. So you'll be seeing a lot of different things. We've been asking a lot of our customers and potential users, hey, how do you want to pay? Is it PayPal? Is it credit card? Is it crypto? Whatever it is, we want to bring to the platform.
Do you think we'll ever be able to pay in cards?
Yes, 100%.
Really?
You can already do that, actually. A lot of people do that. So
how?
Contact us. If you see a card that you already want to buy and you want to pay.
This was not planned. This is not some back and forth. I didn't know that's a real thing.
No, you can pay in cards. It's a really easy thing to do.
Dude, I would do that all the time.
You should do that.
You're telling me like there's the gold Kobe LeBron.
Yeah.
And I could buy it and then pay in cards?
You pay in cards. It's a 15% transaction fee. So what you do is you'll for that. If let's
That's
just
how
say the
much I
card,
had to pay when I traded at the National.
yeah,
Like
it's a really
they
good.
market. You have to give up a higher value.
Yeah, it works for everybody. It's win-win. You get yourself into a bigger card. So highly encourage people who are looking to do that either with an auction card or a buy it now card. We take cards. We know exactly how much it's worth. We'll work it out.
Machado Cards 805 asks, y'all hiring? I don't know the answer to that question, but guess what?
Always hiring.
I support Machado Cards. So if somebody from Alt's watching this, I am his referral. Never met the guy. Hope he's great.
Take a look. Alt.xyz. Alt.xyz. Go to careers. Yes. We're hiring on a lot of different roles.
By the way, Charles sent me an email that said we are giving away $100 alt dollars right now, which will go into your account. If you take a screenshot of this and you DM it, or you post it to your story and you tag Alt XYZ official, just to show proof that you're watching. You can even write things like, man, I don't think Leore's beard would connect. Or, man, I really want to buy Adam's Jalen Hurts green kaboom, which I've gotten a lot of those DMs lately. Post it like that, tag Alt. They're going to pick somebody, they're going to DM you, and you can win $100. And then you can go and buy a card, sort of like the card that I have to buy Leore this week because he won in betting again.
So tell the people, what can you get for $100? What kind of cards does one get for sub $100?
$100?
Let's go 50. What we've been buying cards for $50 back and forth.
There is nothing better than going on. I'm not gonna lie. I go on Alt and I put maximum $50, and then I type in words like exquisite, or I type in words like national treasure, or I type in things like one of one, and you'll be like an Eddie Griffin one of one, or like a piece of like Larry Fitzgerald's shoelace, like. Dude, there's so many amazing, like in a card, there's so many things that you can do.
And what do you think I type?
I think you type one of one.
I type in Mark Bulger.
Oh, yeah, you love
I swear I typed in Mark Bulger before I did one of one.
All right, so that's new stuff at Alt. We love the card. You really think this is your biggest amount of cards that are on Alt right now, like highest quality?
I think quality-wise, we really try to curate.
I saw a gold Brady 2014 Prism, or 20 something like that. I saw a Scottie Pippen one of one logo man.
I saw the logo. The Scottie Pippen logo man is great. Curry gold Kaboom PSA 10. What does it go for?
Wasn't there a LeBron 2005 exquisite patch with like the A in James on a yellow and red jersey? Can you show that?
BGS 95. I'm looking through.
I'm just letting you know that until you hold an exquisite...
Lefkoe. We forgot. Hold on.
You got a bigger one?
How do you not?
Because I don't have a computer. Holy crap.
Okay, we got to talk a little bit about
what year is that? Is that 2018?
This is a 2018, and a lot of people don't know this.
I think they won the championship around then.
That's the stuff that I don't know. So hold on, Giannis. So people know Giannis is a collector. Giannis obviously invested in Alt. What we've learned about Giannis as we've been helping him grow his collection is that he owns a lot of one-on-ones. He's got the biggest Giannis logo men collection out there. It is amazing. And so,
how many are there?
I don't know, but he has them. I don't know,
Really?
So that's why, a lot of people have been asking for a long time, like, where are the Giannis logo men? Where are they going? Because very rarely can you find a Giannis logo man at auction. And so not only is this one, I think, going to go for way above alt value, I actually think, the only other person who has Giannis logo man right now is Giannis. So
Cardboard Preacher says, yeah, he kept his own cards. So is there a chance
he kept them and never returned them to Panini? What?
He kept them and never returned them to Panini, and this is one of them?
I mean, no, this is not his. This is one that's just out there. He probably just.
Well, so let me ask. So
this one's not autographed. He kept the autographed ones. Giannis is a smart investor. He's like, hey, this is.
Are you allowed to do that?
I mean, listen, the guy can do whatever he wants. He's Giannis. He's the GOAT, right?
So you're telling me that he never had this one. This one he let go out, but he kept them.
He kept the patch autographs because they sent it to him to get it autographed. This one was never sent to him because it's a non-autograph. It's just the logo man.
And Adam Rips has a bunch. That's definitely true. He's Mr. Giannis. Man. Wow. But I think we need to hit up Giannis, and we need to get it to him. I think we need to get it to him. I'm sorry. I think we need to remove it from the liquid auction.
I mean, listen, I know if he knew that if it was at auction, I actually think he would be buying it. I don't know how much he participates himself. I mean, listen, I'm just looking at this. There's some bangers this auction.
Show another one. Show another one.
I want to try to find one that I'm excited about. You know, I'm gonna put one up that you're not gonna expect because I'm just curious to get your thoughts. How does this guy do this year? Like, I keep waiting for the right time to buy him.
Really, I don't know what.
So I know you're gonna. Here we go.
Not Zion. Is that Booker?
It is Booker.
It's a beautiful patch. Holy crap! I've never seen that patch.
Yeah, it's a great patch.
I've seen a lot of his patches.
PSA 10 auto, and every time I see one of his RPAs,
what's the alt value on that?
So, it's between 14 and 23K. Last one went for 16K on PWCC, and the one before that at alt went for 22K.
What were the dates?
Both in June, both 6 days apart. So
June, right around the Dallas series.
Yeah. So, listen, he did not show up well in the playoffs, right? He did not end well, but you can't deny that.
He was a first-team All-NBA player.
That card, I mean,
I agree with National Treasure. That's the best patch of the Suns of jersey that I've seen.
Yeah. Great. Wait, is this a 99 too? Yeah, it's out of 95 out of 99. Pop 49 though. That's, you're getting a really big pop for that card.
Yeah.
But I think in 5 to 7 year time horizons, yes. What's this guy's name? Macho Doe's cards 805. I agree. He's got the Mamba mentality. I mean, the kid is putting in some work right now, right? And so
it is interesting. So I'm never going to lie to you. You asked me what I think. I think that there's a lot of questions about the Suns right now. I think that they matched the restricted free agent deal for DeAndre Ayton, and I don't think he was happy about it. I don't like the fact that he didn't talk to Monty Williams all offseason. I don't like the fact that Jay Crowder has requested a trade. I like the youth on the team. I love Mikal Bridges. But I think CP3 is getting old, and I think that he always breaks down. But I do think that DeAndre Booker was a first-team All-NBA player last year, and he was an absolute assassin at the end of the regular season. The problem was Luka.
But this is what I'm saying. Wait, so this might be the time to buy, right? Because he's not. It's a lot of questions.
Oh,
right?
100%.
And that's what I'm saying. I think 5 years.
I'm confirming that there is doubt in the marketplace for.
Okay, so to me, that's when I buy, right? Because I don't do the quick flips. Everyone knows a lot of
you
people
do like what
flip.
I do with betting. Leore witnessed this on Sunday. If I'm betting a game and the team that I'm betting against scores a touchdown in the first 5 minutes, I will then bet more because the line is going to get crazy. People overreact. I agree with you. Like, they lost to Dallas by 50, and everyone's like, the Suns aren't making the playoffs, which is a vast overreaction.
And honestly, I think if if the Suns don't make the playoffs, when his contract expires, he's out of there. And then all these players who are perennial
That is a great point.
They go to big cities.
Devin Booker could go in there and go, hey, you know where I'd like to go?
The Knicks. No, and so here, we're talking about
Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker.
This is the thing.
Get me excited.
Wait, this is the thing that people don't realize about prospecting basketball. If you can figure out who goes to the big cities, those people have the biggest demand for sports cards, and in itself just increases, right? So you got to figure out whose contract is expiring, who has doubt within their teams, and who's leaving, right? Mm-hmm. And honestly, someone big is going to be going to the Lakers in the next 3 to 5 years. You got to think about who that's going to be, right?
It is interesting because they could trade Russell Westbrook because he makes $50 million. And the question is what team could start off really bad that goes, we need to break this up?
Yeah.
I don't think Portland would do it, but that's about how much Damian Lillard makes.
No,
maybe they're like, we're going full in on Wembanyama.
I don't know how good the Trailblazers are supposed to be. I do know Damian Lillard wants to be on a contender, right? And if for some reason they don't start off that way, something will happen. They'll either trade and try to get draft picks for him, or again, contract expires, he's out of there.
I want to give a shout out to Cage's lawyer who was in here earlier, and he was talking about how he'll never say nothing You can say whatever you want, man. I love when you talk. Fill up the comment section. Shout out to Rodman, my guy Rodman with the eyeballs, checking in. Just Honduras. We got Rips in here. Big fan. Huge fan of you, Rips. Man, the hobby's the best. Victor Wembanyama. Let's say this. Let's say Victor Wembanyama has a rookie year. Oh, because his best cards come out after he plays his rookie year, right?
Yeah.
So
well, no. It might not, because now the licenses are changing hands, right? And I've been talking a lot to fanatics, learning a lot about their business. They're going to get smart. They're going to start changing some things. So I don't know how they're going to change it.
You think they're going to make like a non-rookie card?
I mean, listen, how much? No.
Like an 84 star?
I think they're smart enough to get the production out faster, right? And so imagine that week one, the first month after the season, we get cards. How does that change? How does that change? I mean, wow. I think cards go for more.
Okay. So the teams that are most likely to get Wembanyama based on record predictions according to Vegas, it is Houston, Oklahoma City, Utah, San Antonio. I think Detroit is in that mix.
Where are the Wizards?
Wizards are at the bottom too.
Yeah.
Of all of those places.
Okay.
I'll tell you where I think actually low key would be big, even though it's a small town. If Wembanyama went to the Spurs.
No, huge.
Only because when I was talking to people in Israel, they were like, "We all love the Spurs," and I was like, "What? They're an international team,
yeah,
and he's an international player,
and Greg Popovich,
and he's French like Tony Parker."
Greg Popovich is an international coach. He always gets international players.
Machado, if Zion stays healthy, the hobby will boom again. I could see that. But I think the Spurs would be interesting for Wembanyama. I think Houston, not really interested.
Lefkoe, we have a breaking update. There was a field goal in this game. There was a field goal. Washington is on the board. It happened probably in the last couple of minutes, but I just noticed it.
We literally picked the best Thursday night game. I'm telling you, Al Michaels right now is sitting here going, I was calling Sunday night football. And now I'm here with Kirk Herbstreit. I called Colts Broncos that went to overtime, and I literally said on camera, nobody wants to be here. People were leaving when it went to overtime, and now he has Chicago and Carson Wentz, and it's 3-0 in the third. Al Michaels is like, I should have retired.
Okay, so watching this game, it's week 6. We have 11 weeks left. What card are you buying?
NFL?
Who are you buying?
NFL?
Yeah. Who are you up on? And
I'm not buying cards right now.
Who are you investing in?
I'll tell you what card I want. You know it. And I want you to pull up the computer. There's a card in this auction that I was after, and I thought I had a beat on it.
Oh, wait, are you sure you want to tell people? Because you still might want it. And then you need to give a second. You need to give yourself a thought right now.
There is a card in the alt liquid auction that I had a deal in place. I'll admit my faults. I took a little bit too long selling cards, but I kind of thought there was an agreement. No ill will. Love the guy. But that card is in this auction. It's not his. It is serial number. And it is gorgeous. And it is of a goat.
Am I showing it?
No! What are you doing? Yes. God damn. This card to me is perfection. I had the Jalen Hurts green kaboom. It's a color match. This is a gold color match with Steph Curry, a PSA 10. I think there's 3 of them. And
Top 4 now. Top 4.
Top 4. Wow. That's impressive. But that card to me, Steph Curry has 4 championships. Steph Curry, in my opinion, wow.
I think that's a monster.
I don't know how. This is a little crazy. He is in the argument for my Mount Rushmore of basketball. Because I think right now, if I'm putting up somebody that represents the new generation, I just don't think the game will ever be the same. And I don't think anyone is ever going to come in and we're going to go, no one is ever going to make Steph Curry look like Reggie Miller. Like, I thought Reggie Miller was the greatest three-point shooter of all time. Steph Curry's hitting like 600 threes a year. I don't think anyone's going to come in and hit 900.
I think Curry's undervalued. He's just massively undervalued right now. And I think he's...
So the phrase undervalued, I think should be changed. Because I know what you're saying. Because I feel the same way about Tom Brady. But I don't think they're undervalued. What I believe that Tom Brady and Stephen Curry are vintage eligible. I believe that Stephen Curry and Tom Brady are, just like we've seen with the vintage market, guys that 40 years from now, people are going to be like, you can never go wrong buying Stephen Curry. It doesn't shoot up a lot, but it's always going up.
I just don't think you're selling. If you buy a Steph Curry card at a good price right now, you're not selling. You know what I mean? You're going to, and it's not going down.
Unless, like you do, you're pursuing new ventures and you're still being a part of the hobby and you're like, let me get a black prism.
It's the last thing. It's the last thing that I sell. It's the last thing that I sell. I think right now for me, Steph and Giannis and my superfractors are probably like I can't.
Would you rather sell Giannis or LeBron?
Ooh, it depends what card. That's like now you got to go into the details.
I want to talk about evens. 99 exquisite.
I'm selling LeBron before I sell Giannis. I'm not selling Giannis right now.
Because you think there's more room to grow.
I can get a LeBron card. There's just so many of them, and I believe. Listen, I like the next GOATs. That's always like my thing, right? I like Giannis. I like Curry.
Yeah, you like a little. Yeah, you like to ride a wave. I get it.
Yeah, 100%.
And honestly, so I went to a coffee shop this morning. I did my walk. I went to a coffee shop like 7:30. I find a booth. I kick people out. I'm like, oh, I think I saw a rat. They get up. I sit down. And I just do prep. I just read articles and I just see what's going on in the NBA, so I always know. And I was reading this thing about how the entire Milwaukee Bucks team flew to Greece this summer for the debut of the documentary movie about Giannis's life.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that's amazing about Giannis, and I think the reason it's so funny that he said, when I'm done, I just want to go off into the distance. And I want to be like Tim Duncan. And he said that.
That scared me a little bit.
But at the same point, like, Giannis is already doing so much more than Tim Duncan ever did. You know what? I will say Tim Duncan was very funny and he was quirky, but, you know, he was also very private. Giannis, to me, is like, I don't know. Man.
All right, anyways, I'm just looking through this auction. I actually don't think either of us went through this entire thing yet.
All right, what else we got?
I'm going to put something in front of you, and I want to get your reaction to it.
Okay, I'm gonna go like this. Tell me what.
Hold on. Okay, now.
Well, Jalen Suggs logo, man. Is that on card?
Yeah, on card rookie automate. The difference, it's the blockchain one, right?
Oh, you're going to have to talk me into this, bro.
Wait, what? I like it. I think the blockchain...
No, is that a real card?
Yeah, it's a real card. This is not an NFT. It was released. A lot of people don't know about this. It's the Dutch auctions. They get released by Panini. This is the real logo, man. This is a great card. This is, I think, and it has a "With Love" inscription on it.
That's cool. Can I be real? So this is where the only way that an Instagram Live that I will ever do in my future will always be honest. What I'll tell you is this. I'm a little concerned about Jalen Suggs. He just got hurt in preseason. I'm just being honest. I'm telling you the truth. He just got hurt in preseason. I look at Orlando and I see, you know what? This is what I'll say. The value of that card goes up if they draft Victor Wembanyama. That is a team that is truly tanking. And if right now you have OKC with a lot of young pieces, and you got Orlando with a lot of young pieces, let me tell you something. If Victor Wembanyama goes to OKC, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander card should go up.
Yeah.
Because now he's a part of the 1-2.
Yeah.
If he goes to Orlando, now you're sitting there looking at Jonathan Isaac. You're looking at him. You're looking at the kid, Franz Wagner, that was killing it in Eurobasket.
From Michigan.
Killing it. I'll tell you
From
what,
Michigan.
you should be – that's a guy I would be buying, Franz Wagner from the Michigan.
The brothers. All right, I got
Orlando
another.
could be better than you think. They absolutely could be. The bottom 5 teams in the East, to me, I look at the top of the East, and there's no more weak teams. All of those teams are balling. Boston, Milwaukee, Philly, Brooklyn, Cleveland, Atlanta. I know I'm missing teams. The Knicks, the Knicks are even a fringe team. Charlotte, Miami. I didn't even say Miami. That's 8 on its face. Go Birds.
All right, I'm gonna show you another.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep showing. I'm looking.
You
at
know
this
what? Can you show me something? Because I feel like it's gonna make me happy. Can you go to the trending players on the alt home screen and tell me who's the #1 riser according to Alt's metrics? I can't wait.
Oh wow! And this is not even by sport.
Show everybody the alt homepage. If you don't know Alt's
Wow.
amazing. You can put your sports cards there. Turn it so everybody can really see it. This is Alt. Hold on, scroll up a little. Oh, you don't want to show your money? Okay. Top performing, top rising, falling. The #1 rising athlete on all of Alt is Jalen Hurts. Can you read that percentage?
No. So it's
What
not
percentage?
all of Alt. This is of the entire market. So we get all our data from every single transaction across any exchange, right? This is Alt, PWCC, Golden, eBay, MySlabs. If they're, REA, every single one that has an auction that we have contacted that is selling cards, we are putting their stuff on here and using that data to feed the alt value. So this is, the alt value is
this is not some algorithm. This is a collection of data plus the algorithm.
It's everything. You get the algorithm or the model is only as good as its actual data. So we're trying to get it. Even the Chinese marketplaces that are selling them and somehow high.
Yeah.
You bring them back in. Anyways, we're back. Jalen Hurts.
Leahy is back. Leahy, ask any question. I will interrupt and ask your question, but Leore, keep going.
Jalen Hurts.
Cage is telling me to sell my Hurts before week 10.
Cage, I've told him he can't sell. I'm his Jalen Hurts guru. He's too biased. He's too emotional.
No, I will say this, Cage. The only reason I disagree is I think the Eagles have an easy schedule, and I think they're going to finish the year probably about 13-4, and I want to see a first-round bye.
Cage, I would say it's not about this year.
Here, Leore, I'm going to be honest. This is my promise to everybody on Instagram. I don't do NFL content anymore, but if this is it, this will be my take. This is my honest take. But I'm glad I can't because I don't want Eagles players to see it. The only chance the Eagles have to get to the Super Bowl, the only chance, is if they get the first seed and a home field advantage and a bye. Because the home field advantage in Philadelphia, in my opinion, is 3.5 points. Most stadiums are 3. I think it's 3.5. And they get a bye. They'd be the only team that gets a bye. I do not believe that this Eagles team, whoever comes out of the NFC, I don't know who it is going to be able to win on the road in the NFC Championship. But I think they could make it if they get the bye.
All right, but now bigger picture. How good are they in 3 to 5 years? And will Jalen Hurts be the quarterback, be the franchise quarterback beyond this year?
The advantage that the Eagles have right now is that Jalen Hurts was a second-round pick, which means he is making $5 million this year.
Wait a second. That card's almost worth that much.
What they've been able to do is build the team around him. The key to the future of the Eagles will be the Eagles drafted I'm being serious. They drafted a center named Cam Jurgens that Jason Kelsey handpicked from watching tape to replace him. So he's tutoring his replacement right now. If the Eagles are able to pair a center and Jalen Hurts with that offensive line, the way that he has 2 first-round picks next year. The Eagles have 2 first-round picks next year. So the question will be, what salary do they get Jalen Hurts at in 2 years? Does he hold out? I don't think he will because I think he's a team guy. I think that they're going to be able to keep a lot of this team around him. And if that's the case, Brady's going to be retiring. The Rams, you know what I mean, and their issues. Dallas, are they going to pay Dak? They're going to have a whole contract thing right now because of this Cooper Rush nonsense. I think the Eagles are a young and up and coming, and he could be
franchise quarterback.
He could be a top 10 guy for the next 3-5 years.
So this is
Here's
why
the problem. Here's the problem. Can I be honest about Jalen Hurts? If he were to get on a field with Josh Allen, or if he were to get on a field with Mahomes, you would see a difference in class. And that's where I'll be honest. Those two guys are on another level. They are the only two in my mind that have a chance to be, as we've learned tonight, vintage eligible. I agree with A.G. Palicia. I have been saying this for 3-4 years. Jalen Hurts is Russell Wilson 2.0. There's one difference. Jalen Hurts will never turn into this version of Russell Wilson. Because when Russell Wilson transferred from NC State to Wisconsin and then had a really big year, got drafted in the 3rd round. Jalen Hurts transferred from Alabama to Oklahoma, had a really big year, got taken in the 2nd round. Both of them got thrust into action as a rookie. Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
Yeah, this is why. But by the way, this is why he can't sell the card. You have to own that card as long as he's the quarterback. Like, can you imagine you selling that card? I mean, people are going to be throwing real money.
I love this. I love the card bully. I can't take this Jalen Hurts stuff. Is this guy serious? Card bully, here's how we're going to work. Oh, man. Slab Whore said Jalen Hurts is Braxton Miller. Oh, my God. Oh, that's incredible. That's some of the – so I have an idea for a show, Leore. It's called Worst Takes. And what you do is you just collect takes from the internet and you put them into a bowl. And you – like it would be like Giannis, whatever, and they pull it out and it's like a real comment from someone that's like, he's the next Braxton Miller. And you just laugh and react. It's so good.
All right, let's tell the people one more time how to win this $100 giveaway.
Yes,
so all you got to do.
I'm seeing alerts.
Yeah, just one. All you got to do is take a screenshot of our live right now, retweet it. You can say whatever you want. You can encourage Lefkoe to sell his Hertz Gold Green Kaboom. Hopefully not for this. I actually think the hobby cannot let you sell it because what are you going to talk about?
Man. Can I tell everybody my favorite NBA bet for opening night?
Go for it.
Okay.
Wait. Did you already? We locked it in already. Both of us.
I bet it already. All right. So for everybody that's watching, thank you for joining us. Leore Avidar, the founder of Alt. I love the company. I love the platform. I think the things that we learned tonight was that no matter what car you're looking for, I think you can kind of go on Alt and search everybody. The data. That it's just,
and you can search eBay now. You can go on Alt and actually search all of eBay. The search on Alt is better than the search on eBay for eBay cards right now.
Kate bullies. He can talk about the sale. I don't know what that means. There's a liquid auction starting tonight. Does it go for a week or does it go for 2 weeks?
It's a 1 week auction. We're still we're still messing around with 1 week auctions. We believe the shorter auctions are a little bit more fun. We might experiment.
Cage, is it really your birthday? Answer if it's really your birthday. I might. So it's a 1 week auction. There's a gold Curry Kaboom PSA 10, which if you're bidding on it, you're probably going to be bidding against me. I learned tonight that you can pay for cards with cards, which was pretty amazing.
The Kobe Gold is already at $62K. The gold chrome.
Did you ever own one of those?
I did. I love it.
Do you remember what you bought it for?
I still own it. I mean, listen, I bought it so long ago. I'm almost like scared to tell people what I bought it for. Shout
out to Nabil Kareem, phenomenal voice on NBA TV. He did college basketball. He does some TNT. He's the man. We're talking a little bit about sports cards. If you don't know about it, be about it. It is the way that, so like Leore and I, this is Leore, he's the founder of Alt, and I'm Adam Lefkoe, and I talk about sports on TNT. And I help out Alt a lot because they're great. But Leore, we bet with each other on Sundays. And I'll come in here like this past Sunday. I said, I think the Patriots are going to shut down the Lions. And you said, you're crazy. We bet $50. They won 26-0. It was great. It was awesome. But the thing is there are times where you'll look at me and we'll go, yo, Dameon Pierce is awesome. And the thing is like, yeah, you got him in fantasy, or like you can.
I just traded for him in my other league. I have him in.
You traded for him in your like you love Dameon
100% all in on him. Him and Kelsey.
If you're a believer in Dameon Pierce, the best way to really have him, because your fantasy season will end.
Yeah.
I want him next year too. Is through cards. It just is.
100%. 100%. This is the. I mean, again, I'm better at investing. You're really good at the short term. You know, game by game. Man, you go quarter by quarter. I can predict things in like a 5 to 10 year time horizon. I can see what's, that's different set of variables, different set of skills. So, but combined, that's.
So who would you say you liked if it was a 5-year time horizon? If we're really going to talk about it like this.
Yeah, fine. Anthony Edwards.
Because here's the thing. It's not just Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards on and off the court, right? Getting in on the movie, right? Starting to showcase, hey, I'm not just about basketball, right? And he did well, right? Like, what was the feedback? What was your opinion after seeing him in the movie?
I think about it more like this. He's going to be playing in front of Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. And so it could go two ways. Either one, they're going to clog the lane, which could happen.
Yeah.
Or it's going to make him such a better defensive player because he's going to have two huge guys behind him, and he's going to be able to be more aggressive and run on fast breaks and really show a whole other level. I agree with you. I think he's truly a star.
Yeah. Big men, more rebounds, more possessions. More possessions. He's going to get the biggest share of that possessions, more points.
But what I think is interesting and what I like about doing this 5-year thing is, you know what the coolest thing about having that Jalen Hurts card is? The people that hit me up the most also have a lot of Jalen Hurts cards. And so if you collect Ant Edwards and you're like, Ant Edwards is my guy, you're really going to get hit up by people that are like, yo, I love Ant Edwards too. Like, I think that dude's going to kill it. Like, oh, I love that. I got this. And you're like, oh, how do I get that from you? Like, that's the coolest part.
Cage, this is what you're missing. He's either going to be awesome in Minnesota or he's going to go to a big market, right?
He's not. He's going to be there for 7, 8 years, 9 years.
But then they're going to bring in players to help him out. And so like when you have somebody like that, that team is either going to be playoff bound. I mean, he's a perennial all-star. That's not going to change.
Somebody said Ja. I mean, it's hard for me to be, and there's some good Ja, I think, in this auction too. The only reason it's hard for me to really go into Ja, and like Hoj talks about this a lot, is Memphis's record without Ja last year.
Yeah.
They were really good without Ja. Kingpin, what about LaMelo, not a future star? I think LaMelo is one of those guys that will always have a base.
Talk to me about Jordan Poole.
Wow.
Controversy brings buyers. Controversy brings buyers. But also, he balled. He balled during the playoffs. I mean,
the fact that the stories that are coming out of Golden State right now are Jordan Poole is getting the contract extension, but Draymond Green isn't. And it's that talked about. Yeah. That means that they're locking in Jordan Poole. And that means for the next, how many longer do you think Stephen Curry is going to play? You think he'll play 5 years?
I think I think the age of an NBA player is getting longer because I think modern medicine is allowing them to do that. So I think he's going to play longer than most people think.
But here's the thing. Let's say Stephen Curry plays 3-4 years and he's at a similar level.
Yeah.
That means that Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson and him and James Wiseman and Jonathan Kuminga, he's a part of that.
Yeah. But then you know who I buy? Then I buy Curry. Then I buy Curry.
That's what I'm saying. If we're talking 5-year horizons, we're talking Giannis. We're talking now like you like to say thoughts on Halliburton. See, like for me, and I just saw Tyrese Halliburton last week. Great kid. Style of play, he's not dropping 30. You know, he's dropping 12, 12, and 6. You know what I mean? Ant Edwards is fun. Ant Edwards is a fun PC.
Okay, this is the question I ask the guys at all. Who was not on the
Hold on, I have another answer. but
Kill me. No.
I like Scotty Barnes.
Well, everyone likes Scotty Barnes.
I don't see people posting that much Scotty. My thing about Scotty Barnes is he is in Toronto, but that dude is special.
Tell me people who card prices aren't above $40,000. His cards are just fucking.
Okay, so you're gonna know this more than I. I don't look at the prices. I just look at that.
That's how I know who is trending based on their prices. What I want to know is who
look up. Oh, what's like Scotty Barnes? Okay. I think that Evan Mobley.
There we go. Okay, who's gonna be? Who was not an All-Star that will be an All-Star? Perennial.
Oh, hold on. Darius Garland. I agree, coast to coast. Garland, next superstar. The only reason I say Garland is when I talk to the Jamal Crawfords of the world, when I do love Herb Jones, they talk about Garland like this. Kid's got a bag. Kid's a gamer. They talk about him like I want guys that are going to cross somebody up and hit a game winner. I love Herb Jones. I don't really want guys that are stealing the ball, blocking shots. I love Herb Jones. But, like, come on. You know, we're not collecting Doug Christie cards right now.
Wait, did I end up showing you that card that No, I didn't even show. I want to show you a card.
Shout out to Fitz, Nicks, Jordan in the house. Wonder if he's coming in.
This is another reaction one. I'm pretty sure I didn't show you this one, so.
Is this from the live auction?
Yeah, live auction.
Alt's live auction ending next Thursday includes Cade Cunningham, Black Prism, Steph Curry, Gold Kaboom, Giannis Logo Man 2018. One of the few that I've got out there. There's a Scottie Pippen one of one.
All right, before we go back
there's a Zion Ice Cracked Dice.
All right, hold on. Close your eyes. I'm gonna show you another one more time.
Jimmy Butler's great. He's a low-key MVP candidate.
All right, I don't know if you know this card. This is a different era card. All right, take a look. Do you know what this card is?
Okay, so I know it's exquisite.
Tell me more. Keep going.
I'm going to guess it's in the 2006, 2005, 2007 range.
Says it on the card.
I can't see it. It's backwards.
Oh, wow. Look at that. It's 2004. Can you see what the rarity of this card is? It's a black. It's a 1 of 1. This is a Vince Carter exquisite black. And so, we always talk about exquisite national treasures. I can't hear you. You muted yourself.
Flip the card over. What does the back say?
What do you mean?
Does the back say anything?
It just gives the stats.
Does it have a little message?
Looking to import talent and excitement into their club, the Nets considerably improved the postseason prospects with the addition of Carter on 12/17/2004.
So, one, know this about me when it comes to sports cards. I will always read the back of the cards because that is the cool stuff. So what that card is to me is, I remember when Vince Carter got traded to the Nets. That was a big deal. This is 2004. He paired him up with Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson. And that was, in my mind, the original Lob City. I even think Kenyon Martin was on that team.
He was definitely on that team.
And so before the Clippers
Kittles? Was Kerry Kittles on that team?
I think this was after him. I think that is, what are you going to say, Keith Van Horn?
No, he was not there. I know that.
But, Dan, that's an interesting card. And if you're a Vince Carter guy, that's a hell of a card. Okay, we've gone on for a very long time. What's the score? What's the score of the Bears game?
Oh, wow. We've got some scores. It is 7-6, the Chicago Bears. Go Bears.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
We're still hitting the
So we're going to end. I'm going to show you this card. I mean, this card is going to break records. This is going to be the most expensive Cade Cunningham that has traded.
I'll tell you what. His jersey colors with that card looks really cool.
Yeah, they did a great job on this card. Shout out to the alt team and the vault team for taking amazing pictures. I mean, they're really trying to game change how cards are presented digitally. So it looks fucking phenomenal. Probably holding it in your hand is even better. But yeah, this is going DPC. Cade is collected a lot by international. I don't know if a lot of people know that. So I'm expecting to see a lot of international bidders come in. And so this might not be seen in 10, like we may have to get on Instagram Live in 10 years and we might still never see this card.
Damn. All right.
And you will still have
hey guys,
you're going to have your Jalen Hurts kaboom still.
Hey, listen, to everybody that watched, you heard it right here. Tune in 10 years from now when Leore and myself and the alt account get together and do this. Thank you to everybody that took a screenshot and posted to your story. Thank you everybody for the kind comments in the chat and just hanging out and talking sports. They are going to pick, one of the alt team is going to pick one of the people that took a screenshot, posted to their story. So you got a chance right now. It's probably too late, but you should do it now. And they're going to give you $100 worth of alt credit. Live auction ends in a week. Leore, it was fun chatting, bro.
All right, see you, man.
All right, bro. See you, everybody.